going on YouTube? It's your girl Coco, repping that town, coming with If Loving You Was Wrong, Season 2, Episode 3, Fatherless Boys. I'm gonna keep it real. I wrote some notes because, it wasn't all that to me. I really didn't want to do this review, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I already started it, so I'm gonna finish it. Okay, first it comes back to Alex and Brad. Alex running after Brad out the door. You know he going over to Randall in them house. Brad gets over there. He kicks in the door. Brad crazy self go through the house running, screaming around, hollering Randall's name, trying to see where he is. There go Alex right behind you. Just looking. She looking like she's scared. He calling his name all around. Boy, he ain't there. You know what I mean? Then after a while, he goes to the backyard. He sees that boat that Randall always, trying to fix on, thinking he doing something. Sees that, he go in the homeboy shed, get an axe. Then he gets to busting that up. Alex is, she looking goofy and stuff, hoping Randall wasn't there in the house anyway. Scared that something was gonna happen because her husband got that gun. So he started messing up the boat. Randall ain't home. We don't know where homeboy went. Okay, next scene comes to Kelly on the phone leaving Alex a message. I guess homegirl won't pick up a phone. Girl, you got 2 kids over my house. You need to answer the phone. I don't even know what to do with Bebe's kids, okay? I got 1 kid. You got Bebe's kids, because Bebe kids is somebody else's kids. Them's bad kids. They asking where their mama and their daddy is, matter of fact. They all sitting at the breakfast table, and Kelly is trying to tell them, your mama and them, they cool right now. So the kids already know. What's their name? Peter and Paisley? The kids already know mommy and daddy is fighting. That's why we ain't there. Kelly tried to clear it up. And so they ask Justice about his daddy. Justice is, he feeling some type of way because he calls his daddy. His daddy don't answer the phone, and all of a sudden he said, well, my daddy don't want to hang out with me, then I don't want to hang out with him, basically. And they was like, we can share our dad and this and that, and that was cute. It was cute for what it was. It was cute. So they go to school. Okay, the next thing, we got Lucius, we got Natalie, we got Joey. They all in the house. They all about to go, they separate ways. I think the mama about to go, Natalie about to go to work. Lucius fit to go to work, down his little uniform stuff, Joey, he come out with his little suit on and everything, got looking all good with his little shirt on and everything, like he about to go look for a job. Lucius is like, you need a towel, and his little brother, sister, one of the other little kids, little childrens, was like, yeah, you need to put on that tie. So Lucius said, you don't know how to tie a tie, do you? Homeboy didn't want to admit it. So Lucius tied the tie for him, showed him how to do it. He said, if you need it, to be right here for you. So, Lucius gone his way. The kids is, gone. They gone somewhere. They left out, went to go catch the bus, or they left with Lucius, matter of fact. Yeah, baby, they left with Lucius. So next thing you know, Natalie and Joey is talking, and he see his mama crying, break down a little bit. He like, Mama, what's wrong? He do something to you? She like, no. So she explains to him that, she's sorry that, his daddy wasn't there to teach him how to be a man, and, she can't teach him how to be a man, and nobody was there to teach him, the things that he, need that he gonna pass down to his children, And she just start, saying that she was mad that, the people that she chose to be with, they wasn't this, they wasn't that. All the kids' daddies, and, Lucius, he stepped up to the plate, and, he taking on the responsibility of, showing him. He there. He's strong. He's strong, right on. So he said, Mama, I am a man. She was like, she know, but she told him, since he went to jail, she's proud of him, and she see he trying to go the right way. So that was that right there. So Natalie go over there and picks up his little paper where he planned to go look for a job at, right? So she was like, "You not going right here." He was like, "Mama, what you talking about? They pay $18 an hour." She said, "Oh, money ain't good money, baby. And we know that." She was like, "You can't work at this. This is a chemical plant. This will give you cancer and you will die." You had cousins and everything, you know what I mean? To die, to contract some type of cancer, and cousin and uncle, and passed away from it. Working in that plant. All money. Ain't good money. How you gonna make some money and you can't spend it because you're dead? You know what I mean? Well, I mean, so he was like, "Mama, you know what I mean? Whatever." Then tell his mama he ain't gonna go. Kids. Okay, the next scene, we get to the jailhouse. Baby. See, this is why I ain't want to do this, because this dude was making me so mad. Eddie, oh my God, I'm telling you, there's no way I would have just knocked his whole head off. Do you hear me? Okay, Lucius comes in and he offers, he said, "What's up to Eddie? You know what I mean? What's happening?" So he offers him a breakfast sandwich that he got from Natalie at what's that, the Burger Shack? The burger joint, you know what I mean? So he was like, "Man, did you pay for that?" He was like, "No." He was like, "No, man, that's stealing." So Lucius was like, "All right, man, then I'll eat it." So he sat down to eat his sandwich. Why does food knock his sandwich on the floor? Child, that you know what I mean? It's time to whoop his ass. You knocking food on the floor, boy? So he said, "You gonna eat that sandwich in front of me?" He was like, oh, you think you could be aggressive towards me? Last night, this and that. Talking about last night. Boy, he was trying to save you, my dude. You was about to do some foolish stuff, okay? So, he says all that to him. He even called him a boy. Do you hear me? It sounds so racist. I promise. I mean, Lucius had to get up out of there. So Lucius leaves. Well, before then, Eddie grabs Lucius. Lucius said, "Man, you better get your hands off me. You better get your hands off me. Do you hear me?" He said, "Get your hands." He's like, "Oh, man, I'm just playing with you. Just talking that old yin yang, old stupid stuff, whatever." Then you talking about some old stupid stuff. And Lucius left out of there because he was like, "Dude, you don't know me." So Lucius walks out. My bad, yeah. The itch. Lucius walks out of there and he runs into Esperanza. Esperanza asks him what's wrong. She can see all in his face something is wrong. You know what I mean? So she get to talking about, "I'm glad you was there last night." He was like, "For what? Why was you glad?" She said, "You know why." He said, "No, I don't know why." "Why? What? You know your partner. What about my partner?" "I'm glad you was there to stop him from doing something stupid, because you know how he is." Basically, he don't know how he is, but now he's starting to know how he is because he's a fool. You know what I mean? He want to get his ass whooped is what he want to get. You see what I'm saying? So she was like, "Yeah, you was there to keep him from doing something stupid." And then he was like, "Well, why don't somebody stop him? Do something about it." And she was like, "Look, no, boo-boo. I done seen rookies lose their job. I done seen, people die and all type of stuff messing with Eddie. Because he think he's hard. He think he's above everything. He think you know what I mean? He think he is that one. He think he can't be stopped. Nobody is going to stop him." So she was telling him, "You need to watch your back. Just do your job. Don't even worry about that." So he said something about internal affairs. She was like, "Don't even mention that," or whatever. Still letting this dude do whatever he gonna do. Like it's a slap on the wrist. Don't even say nothing, because, basically y'all letting him get away with the stuff. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's stopping him. Nobody's taping him. Look, he was scared of homeboy. She was dating what is that, the mafia? Yeah, the mafia homeboy. Look, done shot up the grid, baby. Okay, then they, all that, they walk away. So Eddie comes out talking about, he finna take his bitch for a ride. "Come on, rookie, let's ride." We know you was trying to be funny, my dude. You know what I mean? You was trying to be funny. You tried it. Okay, the next scene, here go Joey at the interview, yeah. Sitting there looking stupid. Do you hear me? Looking stupid. He look like he got on makeup and stuff. Don't he look like he got on makeup and stuff? Eyebrows all trimmed and everything. Come on with the joke. Yeah, on fleek. He had the job interview, so the man starts asking him, telling him that he spelled volume wrong or whatever. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I must have made a mistake. I must have missed that." He was like, "Man, spell it." So he spelled it. He spelled it right. Then he started asking about his references and stuff because homeboy didn't fill out nothing on that paper, on nothing on his application. Like he didn't want the job. He just thought he was supposed to just get it off of GP anyway. He talking about, well, what would your references say if I called him and asked them how you work with him? He was like, they'll tell you I'm a good dude. He was like, well, why you didn't write that down? Oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed that. Is you serious? And he was smiling, girl. I mean, he thought he was just the one. Oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed it. He was talking about, man, this is a hectic job and this and that. He was like, well, where did you got a big gap, from high school on to now. So what was you doing? He was like, he was working at the burger shack. He was like, well, can I call them for a reference? He was like, yeah. He was like, well, I'll call them right now. Right now? Yes. Right now, fool. Right now. You want the job now? Right now is when I need to call. So he called, and then he was talking about ask for Jackie. Ask for Jackie. Homeboy wasn't trying to hear nothing he was saying. He was going to talk to the first person that answered that phone, which was Joey's mama, Natalie. So he says that he got a what do you say? A Jerry, but he's like, no, Joey. Joey something, whatever his last name is. And he was like, yes. And he was like, I'm calling for a reference because he said he had worked there. And she was like, well, where? He told him where it was, the chemical plant. She was like, oh, yeah, let me talk to him. Let me holler at him for a minute. Let me holler at him. So she started hollering at him. He was trying to play like he cool. Like, won't you just give him the reference and this and that or whatever. Trying to play his mama on the phone. His mama was like, okay, I got you. I got you, homeboy. He gave the phone back. Talking about just give them the reference and that'll all be needed. Okay. She gonna get back on the phone with the dude that was interviewing him, talking about. She said, "Well, did you ask him about his record?" He was like, "A record? Yeah, homeboy been in jail for 3 years, and he steals too." He was like, "Oh, okay." That was the end of that one. Mama done told him down. Told that fool, don't go to that doggone plant because you'll get cancer, you gonna die, and she ain't trying to hear that. Homeboy just was not listening. So that was the end. That was the end of that one. He said, "I'll get back with you next week." He already knew what that meant. We ain't calling you, my dude. You know what I mean? You gonna steal up everything up in this piece, and you just got out of jail. You might haul off whoop my ass too. Who knows? Okay, next scene. Marcy goes and see Kelly. What was this scene for? I'll wait. Because I don't get it. She went to go see her and tell her she was fine and thank you and I thought you needed to know and it was like a waste of film. For what? Homegirls at work. What do you... Did you make a lunch date? You don't just pop up on somebody's job. You know they busy. Basically, that's all it was. She was like, thank you for telling her and Kelly was like, you needed to know and... Girl, where you gonna be? And call me, yada, 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 yeah. End scene. Okay, the next scene, Eddie and Lucius, they riding in the car. Eddie is talking to him, and he trying to convince Eddie, Eddie, Jesus. He trying to convince Lucius that, to be dirty, basically, like him. Do what he do, do as I say, not as I do. This and that, everything. Do, You ain't gonna get nowhere being a cop. You need some more money. What are you trying to do? Save the world? This and that or whatever. He talk to homeboy like he ain't nothing. Lucius is trying to do his job, trying to make a living for him and his family the right way. Because, God is watching. Eddie don't care. He want the money right now. And he want his partner to do what he do. Don't say nothing. Ride or die. You know what I mean? Like, he don't know you. Y'all the popo. Y'all supposed to serve and protect. Serve and protect me. Not in the wrong way. So, Eddie, he riding around. He see the little thug that, Joey know and this and that. So, he's like, we about to roll over here. They up to no good. Lucius like, man, how do you know? Man, I wasn't even looking at them dudes. Or whatever. So, they hop out the car. Eddie talking crazy to the little thug, talking about, I sent you this, sent you that. He was like, no, I didn't. I'm clean. I don't have any drugs, this and that. So he told him to put his hands on the car. He about to pat him down. So the thug get to talking to Lucius like, Lou. He's like, oh, y'all know each other? He pat him down. He was like, man, you just gonna let this happen? You ain't gonna say nothing? Basically, he was racial profiling. That's what he was doing. I told you, he got some racism in him. He need his ass whooped for real. But anyways, Lucius was like, man, he clean, man. Like, basically, leave him alone. So it was like, you know what I mean? Eddie get in the car, Lucius, and, you know, the little thug boy. I forget what his name is. I don't even care what his name is. The little thug boy have some words talking about me and Joey go back. You think I'm going to keep letting this slide, this and that? I don't know what that means. And you was not hard. Nobody is scared of you, my dude. You don't even look scared. Do you hear me? So they get back in the car, and they get to talking. You know how Eddie is. He gets to talking and running off at the mouth like he is somebody. Talking about you think you about to save the world again, this and that, and you need some extra money, and you know he got the hookup for this, he got the hookup for that. Why don't boy pull out some cocaine? I mean a whole pack. It look what? Yeah, baby. Pulled out a fat baggie. Do you hear me? Lucius looking at him like, fool, is you crazy? I wish they had a camera in that car. I'm trying to tell you, it was recording everything that he said and everything. But you know how cops try to, you know what I mean? And then why homeboy, okay, he pulled out the cocaine. Lucius seen it. He was like, dude, you know what I mean? Then he was like, let me show you something. He pulls the line on his hand and sniffs it. Do you hear me? In the car. In the cop car. Yeah, baby. Eddie, he got a problem. He got a problem. Do you hear me? Yeah, baby. The Hispanic or whatever he want to be, white, I don't care what he is, baby. You know what I mean? He crazy. Then he pulls out a big ass wad of money talking about, well, how about this? You don't want that? How about this? How about this right here? Child, did y'all see how fake that money was looking? Child, listen. They could have just had a money on one side and another money on another side and just, you know, the middle be fake. You know what I mean? Like they usually do. So he tried to get him to take the money and sniff some cocaine and I mean, he's talking about he got to connect and everything. And what are you talking about? Some, what? Yes, baby, yes. I mean, he was like, man, you ain't gonna get nowhere, man, trying to save the world and this and that. You can get your kids about the ghetto and get your lady out the ghetto and y'all can get your own house and get out of the hood and all this other. You can have a good life. How you gonna have a good life doing bad stuff? No, it don't work like that. You think it's gonna work out when you first doing it, but it's not gonna work out like that, boo. Later on, I mean, it's gonna get you in the end. It's gonna get you. Gonna get you. Gonna get you. He told him, man, you better wise up or whatever. Lucius looking at him like, man, I don't want none of that. I don't want no parts of it. Don't give me none of that. There you go. Stay up out of my face, bruh. Next scene is Travis and Kelly, baby. Travis get there. They get to talking and Kelly asking him, why you not answering his phone calls and this and that? You can at least tell him something. He's like, what you want me to do? Lie to him. The next thing you know, the doorbell ring is his man. His mammy coming over there to apologize, talking about you's a good person. I can see you truly loved him. And, you know what I mean? He didn't put me up to this. And I'm not here to try to pick her own son's battles and this and that or whatever. But you was meddling in the first place, boo. Okay? You got your son with two heifers on his arm. Some chick from overseas somewhere. We don't know that heifer. You see what I'm saying? And you was talking all that stuff to Kelly, talking all that. Look, she was like, so you gonna see your mammy over here to talk? Talking about, I see you in church. Boo. In church. And you was doing all, okay. So she thought that he, got his mama to come over there and say all that. He was like, girl, I don't even know nothing about that. Mama just popped up. You know how mamas do. They gonna follow they boo-boo. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, here come Justice. Justice is like, what do you want? You don't call me. But get out of my face. You know what I mean? I want to go play. I want to go play. What are you doing here, my dude? I ain't seen you in a million moons. How you doing? So he said, well, y'all don't get a hug. Gave him a hug, little sad little hug. You know what I mean? So they said they got to sit down and talk to him about some stuff. They end up telling him he's not his biological father. Justice don't know what the hell you're talking about. So he asked him, well, who was his daddy? They said, we'll get to it when the time comes. I mean, basically, the little boy don't know. He ain't gonna know till somebody start teasing him, or, you know what I mean, you gotta sit down with a counselor or somebody to explain it right, or his mammy sitting there on dead mouth ain't saying nothing. You know, nothing. And then, you know, oh, wait a minute, before homeboy Lil Justice came in, after the mama left, why Travis tried to kiss Kelly, yeah? She was closed mouth like a mother, like, what are you doing? He was like, she was like closed legs, eyes wide open. Okay, we get you home, girl. We know you trying to be hard. You trying to be hard. You trying to stay strong, baby. You trying to stay strong. I feel you. And then all the other stuff happened. The boy ain't his biological daddy and this and that. The boy don't care. The boy want to go play. Okay, and that's in scene. Next thing you know, okay, the next scene is Randall finally coming home, wherever he was. I don't know, it was nighttime when Brad and them jumped off in the house, right? Now it's morning time. Really? Well, where you been? On the whole straw? Come back with a bag of groceries. Boy. If you don't stop it. Come back with a bag of groceries. Come in. He looking around. He see his door kicked in like, oh, okay. Come in the house. He looking around. He don't see nothing. Then next thing you know, he hears something in the backyard. He gets to the backyard. He see Brad messing up the boat. Brad just taking all his aggression out on the boat. You know what I mean? Because, you know, in this shed is where him and his wife was doing their thing, creating their love child. You know what I mean? Jelly beans. Yeah, baby. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna fuck up his boat. He's still out there fucking up the boat. He sees Randall coming through the door. Randall is looking like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Brad like, man, you know I got this axe model. So he walks up on the swings he missed. They get to tussling, they fighting. You know, they going blow for blow. You know, they rolling around the grass, you know, trying to make it look like it's something. You know what I mean? But look, this what got me. Okay, Brad been out there all night long hitting the boat. The boat ain't broke down all the way yet. Do you hear me? And he's sweating like a pig. He should already be tired. Arms should be on deadlock. But he got enough energy to fight this cool motherfucker that just came down the road with a bag full of groceries. And he been out there swinging and hitting that boat all night long. And the boat still like it was the first couple chops. You see what I'm saying? But he got the energy to fight him. They rolled him around on the ground. You know what I mean? So next thing you know, Brad gets the gun out. And, he, you know, Randall trying to keep him from, you know, shooting the shit out of him. So they go back to the scene where Alex come in the house. She looking all retarded. You know, I guess she's pondering. Are you pondering what I'm pondering, Pinky? Sitting there looking retarded. Next thing you know, homegirl hears a gunshot. What? Okay, when people hear a gunshot, do you run to the gunshot? I'll wait. No. This fool runs right to the gunshot. She runs out the front door. She don't go to the back door. She runs out the front door, next door, in the front door, out the back door, and see these fools fighting. You see Randall still trying to get the gun away from Brad. Shots is still firing. When she running around the house to the next house, why you see the nosy ass neighbor again? The bitch is always outside being nosy. Do you hear me? Damn, do you got anything else to do but be on the street? I mean, is everything okay? Bitch, do it sound like everything is okay? No. Call the popo. That's what you're good for. So she talking about, no. NC. That was If Loving You Was Wrong, Season 2, Episode 3, Fatherless Boys. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Did I leave out something? I don't think I did. Because I wrote down my notes. You know what I mean? But, I mean, that's what it was. That's what it was. Peace.